You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
They confuse us with so much life. Just come on this way. exercise. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the Lord. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us pay. So the children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites did. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go on this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Once we get old and gray, and the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites did it there. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way. No, 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 we just can't go.
Do not categorize the blessing by colors. It is not the colors you need to watch. It is the character. Watch out for the character. I'm going to tell you, there are three basic types of people that you will interact with if you are a child of destiny. Can I share this with you? The first group are confidants. Confidants. You will have very few of them. Confidants are those people in your life who love you unconditionally. They are into you. Whether you're up or down, right or wrong, they are into you. They are in for the long haul. If you get in trouble, they get in trouble with you. They'll come see you in the jailhouse. They'll come get you out of the crack house. They're confidants. You can open up and share anything with them. You'll never inherit your kingdom until you find your confidant. You can't be David till you find your Jonathan. Having a good confidant is the key that unlocks the kingdom, because you were raised outside the gate and God's going to cause you to reach over the wall. You got to have a confidant behind the wall who can mentor you for what God is going to do next in your life. The problem with most people is that everybody they run around with is under them. And so you are forever feeding people who can't feed you. And after years of feeding them, they begin to drain you. You got to have somebody who can feed you so you can feed somebody else. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Am I talking to anybody in here? You need the confidant then. The confidant is those few people that come along in your life that are for you. They are with you. They are intimately intertwined in your life. They are there to make sure that you reach your destiny. They will confront you. They will get in your face. They will get in your business. They will tell you when you're wrong because they are confidants. If you have 2 or 3 of them in a lifetime, you are a blessed person. Without them, you'll never be who God called you to be. You need to find your confidant. Number 2, the other group are your constituents. They are not into you. They are into what you are for. They are for what you are for. They are your constituents. And as long as you are for what they are for, they will walk with you and work with you and labor with you, but never think that they are for you. They are for what you are for. And you have to know that, because if they meet somebody else that will further their agenda, they will leave you and hook up with them, because they were never for you. They were just for what you were for. They are your constituents. And throughout your life, if you're not careful, particularly if you're broken, you will mistake your constituents for your confidants. And you will think that they are for you when they are really not for you. They are just for what you are for. And by the time you get to falling in love with them, they will break your heart as they hook up with somebody else who is for what you are for, because it was never about you anyway. It was about the causes that you represent. They are for what you are for, but they are not for you. They are your constituents. Can I go deeper with this? The third group are your comrades. These people are not for you, nor are they for what you are for. It is just that they are against what you are against. And the comrades will make strange bedfellows. This will cause people to come together who are not for you, and they are not for what you are for, but they are against what you are against. And they will team up with you to help fight a greater enemy. But don't be confused by their associations. They will only be with you until the victory is accomplished. These people are like scaffolding. They come into your life to fulfill a purpose. And when the purpose is complete, the scaffolding is removed. But don't be upset when they are removed, because the building always remains when the scaffolding is removed. What I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters, expect the constituents and the comrades to leave you and desert you after a while. Don't be upset when they don't react to your dream the way you expected them to, because they were never really with you in the first place. Be careful then who you tell your dream to, because if you tell your dream to your constituents, they will desert you and try to fulfill the dream without you. If you tell it to your comrades, they won't support it because they never were for what you were for anyway. If you find a few people in your entire life with whom you can share your dream with, you are a blessed somebody. I can tell you how to identify people who are really for you. If they are really for you, they will weep with you when you weep, and they will rejoice when you rejoice. When you walk in a room and you tell somebody good news, stop being happy for a minute and watch their reaction. If they're not happy for you, shut your mouth and walk back out of the door. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. Oh yeah, because when they are really connected to you, they will be happy for you when you share your dream. Find somebody, look them in the eye and say, are you happy for me? If you don't get the right reaction, don't tell them anything else. You need somebody who's really going to be happy for you. I don't want just anybody praying for me. I don't want none of them haters praying for me, because you know you hate me and you don't want me to succeed. I want somebody praying for me who really wants me to be blessed, who wants me to be an overcomer, so you can put up your oil and stop speaking in tongues, because you know you never did speak to me anyway, and ain't no need in you coming up here in this hospital like you gonna pray some cancer up off of me. I'd rather have somebody who really loves me lay across the bed and rebuke the devil. And God is so faithful, he'll always give you somebody. Oh, if he ever sent anybody into your life to help you, you ought to just clap your hands and thank him for the people he sent. Don't worry about the people he took. You ought to praise him for the people he sent. Tell somebody, say, somebody help me. I didn't get here by myself. Somebody helped me to get here. Somebody taught me how to stand. Somebody got me behind the gate. Somebody taught me the protocol of the pilot. Somebody encouraged me when I felt like dropping out of school. Somebody helped me when my back was up against the wall. Somebody mentored me when I was going through a divorce. Somebody helped me when I was going through a crisis. God is so faithful that he will never leave himself without a witness. He will send somebody.
You get up one morning, your elders have something, you don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. You get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that eagle eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. Say we get up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we are to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with a dragon, now you keep watching me, cause I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking. You get it there easy. He got to practice economy. From getting licks from the slave master to become the landowner. Brother, it's a terrible journey. Back with plenty brutality. Black man now to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to rise up, you got to stand up. Pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man now to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man now to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man now to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, make up your mind to be a magician, to make money.
Apple of thine eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing, O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who have the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power that blessing the nation, grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, 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 cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on. You have on a pink t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt, a maroon t-shirt. Doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatania, Xenorania, Sonaranias. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. And folks, as you get in, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, do come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Meditate.
Yeah. There you go. There he goes. That's the original piece by the man himself. We call him Dr. Love, Rennie Muhammad. And of course, folks, as we say, we originate, we don't imitate. We are the only program on the planet with an oath/pledge to you, the people, that will bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
There you have it, folks. There you have it. Of course, let me bring in my co-host, the young man himself, the one and only, the person better known as Uncle Tommy. Tommy, welcome.
Good afternoon, good evening, good Monday. Happy to be here in the village with you and, of course, all of our guests who are in with us. Please share the live. We need to get the numbers up. How have you been? How was your day thus far?
I today. Oh, Tommy, today is actually the last day of class. So, last day of class, man. You gotta look forward now to
next year.
Yeah. Next year now. You gotta look forward to next year now. That is it. Last day of class, boy. Boy, them semesters fly quick, and I ain't gonna lie.
Time. You realize how long we've been doing the show now?
How long?
For me, it's 3 years already.
Wow, 3
Maybe
years.
More.
Quick, boy.
Yeah, because I believe I started in 2020? 2020 was the pandemic, right?
Yeah. 2021. Yeah. Wow. That was a long time, man. You used to be here when we was when we first took on. Well, yeah, you were here when we took on the
lockdown.
Right. Stranded citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Right. When we used to get custom them Trinidadians and them.
When did we take that on? In 2020?
2020, either 2020 or 2021. When we took on that, and we were the only people on the planet held that position. Oh, with respect to exile and stranded citizens. That's what we used to say. Exile and stranded
citizens. That's what it was.
That's what we call it. Exile and stranded citizens. And we fought tooth and nail to the end, man. We fought and fought. Never give up. We ain't give up. And no giving up. No giving up.
Nope. No retreat, no surrender.
No retreat, no surrender. Correct is right. Let me go to the chat. Mr. Intellectual was in first as usual. He says, blessed evening, Prawn Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all had a marvelous Monday, filled with all the awesome blessings of God Almighty. We go get to this, Mr. Intellectual. What do you think about what happened in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago today? We go get to that. The demonization of Tobago continues, Tommy.
Yeah. Well, remember they won them 2 seats, huh?
Yeah, they won them. They won them, right?
They wanted. They need that to stay in power.
Tommy, I have done an editorial. I'm putting it up yet on the legacy of Prime Minister Rowley. What do you think will be the legacy of Prime Minister Rowley? I already have what I think will be the legacy of Prime Minister Rowley, yeah? And most PNM people, if they were looking at the truth, another mirage, they'll 100% agree with me. 100%. They'll agree with me. But many times when they look at things, it's a mirage they're looking at.
I see. Mr. Ferreira finally decided to speak up.
Yeah, Tommy, let me say this again. Let me say this. in my estimation, Tommy, Prime Minister Rowley have had a tsunami on poor black people in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me say this. Prime Minister Rowley have laid a political tsunami on poor black people in Trinidad and Tobago. And I don't think, Tommy, they're going to recover from that anytime soon. I don't think so. I think it's going to take years upon years upon years in order for black people to recover from what Prime Minister Rowley have done to them, especially the poor black disadvantaged people. And I make no qualms, no sorry to say that, because the facts are there. A political tsunami. I was thinking about that today, boy. I was coming home and I was thinking about it. I was saying, boy, what is the legacy of Prime Minister Rowley, boy? What is his legacy? Eh?
You know,
in a person's legacy, you try to find the silver lining as who's this, a maestro? Looking for the silver lining.
You know, it's something you think that people who listen to this program think that we are Rowley bashers. When all we try to do is deal with what we see as truth, reality, you know? And when you really think about it, it's a slippery slope that we're going down when it comes to Trinidad and Tobago under this regime. When would it end? 2025?
Yeah, 2025. The people of Trinidad and Tobago have no choice than to end this, Tommy.
Would they really make the right moves?
Yes, they're going to make the right moves.
Would they be buffooned into thinking that?
Nah, they've been fooled enough.
When I look at what Freddie Ferreira said today, I know I say at 92, he has nothing to lose.
Yeah, but Tommy,
he can afford to talk the truth.
Yeah, but Tommy, why you have to wait till you're 92 to talk the truth? Why you have to wait till you're 92 to talk the truth? Look, I don't want to hear from them. I don't want to hear from them. I don't want to hear from them. I don't want to hear from you. Wait till 92 to come and talk the truth. What about the last 9 years, Tommy? What, was on the next planet? Where were we? Were we in Trinidad? Or were we in Grenada? And you want to... Nah, not me. I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear from them. I don't want to hear from them. None of them. As I said, all of them got to go. All. Remember those closing Petrochin? And what was the fellow name again? Whoever was in charge, the chairman, he said all. That's why I said all. I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm sorry. Where was Freddie Ferreira all this time? Where was he? He was in Trinidad? Or he was in our next country?
He's drinking Kool-Aid.
All of a sudden, it's 9 years, Tommy, going on 10. 10. You think it's now people start to suffer in Trinidad and Tobago under Prime Minister Rowley? You think it's yesterday? It's not yesterday. So I don't want to hear them. I really don't want. I'm sorry, Tommy. I don't want to hear them. I want to hear them. I saw the article in the paper, but I didn't even read it. I'll be honest with you. I didn't even read it. Why I want to read that for? Nah, man. Nah. I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm sorry to bust your bubble.
Well, I don't know if it busted my bubble. I just believe it's about time somebody speak up. Because as he says, it's the same environment and the same mindset that gave rise to the ONR.
Tommy, the PNM just canceled the internal election. They just canceled it Prime Minister Rowley cancel the PNM internal election and give me some kind of dotishology explanation. And then buy that hook, line, and sinker.
He playing games. All he isn't is gamesmanship.
He's a demagogue. He's a demagogue. And I keep saying, and we go get to what Falia was to say. We go get to what Falia has to say. That fella, I tell all that fella is a transformational leader. And Prime Minister Rowley is a demagogue. I do that. All you Google it and all you go see for yourself. Google it. Don't take my word for it. He's a demagogue. And until listen, the people in opposition, right, could stand up, could do everything they can within their powers, right, to hold the PNM, not the PNM, to hold Prime Minister Rowley accountable. Because
are they really doing everything they can to hold him accountable?
But the bill today told me it didn't pass. If they wasn't holding them accountable, they could have just walked out the parliament.
True.
They could have walked out the parliament. So we have to take the positive with the negatives. But that's all we have. We are nothing else. What we have? That's all we have in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago.
True.
And Prime Minister Rowley have rode all. Well, let me say all. Most of the independent institutions in Trinidad and Tobago are no longer independent under Prime Minister Rowley. Them going through. You ain't see the fella from the SRC come out and say the Prime Minister ain't gained 47% is 24%. Them just really think people don't just shoot an over.
He's a spin doctor.
But that SRC, that is a PNM party group. That is a PNM party group. All of a sudden, you know, boy, that testicular fortitude, you know, testicular gumption, you know. The man looks straight in the face and tell people it's not 47%.
It's 24.
It's 24. Yeah, 24.
And
you know them PNM people, they suck that up. You know? Yeah, look, the fellow from the SRC say it wasn't 47, it was. And they even do a little math.
Do the math.
Do a little math.
Do the math.
That's all they have to do, you know. They want to do any maths. And you know, maybe they can't do the maths. I don't know. Caribbean Soul say, what's your views on the autonomy bill where Fali wanted it cancelled today? And the PNM demand this government will go forward. But I tell you, the demonization of the THC and the TPP under Prime Minister Rowley is in full accord, non-stop, because them two seats, by any means necessary, boy. You have to continue to demonize them, Tommy.
But the only hope is that you can fool Tobago people. That's the only hope.
No. Correct is right. Tobago, that's why they run him out of Tobago, you know. He get run out of Tobago, you know. He's a Tobagonian and they run him out of Tobago. You think when he's no longer Prime Minister and people in Tobago really want to see him? Eh? You think they really want to see him? Please. Tommy Mohammed, welcome. We haven't seen you in a while. Good night, Professor Washington and Uncle Tommy and all listeners. Marilyn, welcome, Marilyn. Pleasant good night, guys.
Good night, Marilyn.
Yeah. Look, the Belmont midfielder sitting on the bench in the house. Brian John. What ISC stand for, Tommy?
I'm trying to figure out what SC stands for.
You know what I stand for, huh? Hold on, I see the phone ringing here. Hold on a minute. KFC inside.
Good night, Mr. What's your Uncle Tommy, man?
Good night, man. What's happening?
KFC.
Yeah, man. I'm moving money whole day and I'm all that.
KFC, you're going in and out.
Man.
KFC, you're going in and out.
Yeah, I'm after that. My internet, my internet down. So, we still believe the data now. So that's why it coming and dropping. I'm in bed right now.
All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have a little problem with it. Yeah, the Belmont midfielder was sitting on the bench in the house. Yeah. Wall Street, so the PNM NLCB lady, I forgot her name. She's saying a PNM minister who leaked the cabinet note with the Tobago airport trying to defend Imbud being exposed. Wall Street, you don't like the black man like yourself. Why play the tune? What are you talking about, Tommy? Huh? What are you talking about?
Stalin.
All right, that what you talking about?
That's what I gather from what he's trying to say.
Oh. So I just play that tune and I don't like the black man. So why are you playing Black Stalin song? Okay. So maybe I should play oh no, you know what? All right, listen to this one, the Belmont midfielder was still on the bench. I go play this one instead then. This one. Since he like that one, Tommy, I wonder if he go like this one. Let me see if he go like this one. Let me see if he go like this.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much a one thing good for nothing. Too much a good thing never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up we PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost their hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we.
Yeah, the Belmont midfielder who just sit on the bench. What about that one? I wonder what you could say about that one, Tommy. You have an excuse for that one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he thinking. I see he put on his thinking cap.
You see he put on the cap?
Yeah.
All right, he put it on. It red, the cap red. You seen it?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, the cap red and ready, boy. Red
Right.
and ready.
Ready.
Yeah. Marilyn says, Caribbean Soul, good night to you. Caribbean Soul said, let's pretend that it's true what she said. Wouldn't it show that Kamala had an accurate info since a cabinet note? Or is the government bringing false information into the parliament since Imbud is exposed? Listen, them get exposed so much, yeah? I don't know. Mr. Intellectual said, guys, how do you feel about Trinidad and Tobago producing apples for consumption in TT? Anything any food they could grow is good. Me, I no problem. Any food, Tommy?
Yep.
Any food. Anyhow, we could reduce the import bill. Yeah. Caribbean Soul says 16 more days before Christmas. Yeah, we ain't seen no deer in a while, you know. No deer, what happened? You give up on we all? What is that one? Bijam says, good day, Uncle Tommy on Wall Street. All listeners, Shelly Live today menu. Fried bacon, saltfish, sorrel drink. And I know about that, Tommy. I know about fried bacon, saltfish.
You know what? I just said nothing right back. I think I know idea.
Say that again?
I just said nothing right. I thought about Nadia.
Yeah. We ain't seen Nadia in a long time, but yeah, it's a long time. You know, Tommy, I feel Bijam that be trying to push the needle to see if I know if I know about thing, eh? Bacon saltfish, oh God, man. Any Trinidad, I don't go know about that one, Tommy. If I didn't know about that, Tommy, something wrong with me. And sorrel. I have to know about that. Yeah. Moby too. Moby, get some sour sap to go with it, Tommy. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
We had a sour sap tree in our backyard, you know. Up in Lavantil, boy.
What? Or they had a rich backyard?
You know, we had a sour sap tree, we had a guava tree, we had a chena tree, we had like 5 mango trees. We had did we have a zabaka, boy? No, I don't think we had a zabaka. We had a coconut tree. Yeah? Yeah, I mean.
All that behind building one?
No. That was up in Snake Valley. My grandmother lived up in Snake Valley.
Oh, by your grandma?
Yeah. So, you know, when I get my mother trouble, I used to run away and go up in Snake Valley and stay with my grandmother. You know what I mean?
Okay, sir.
You know how they used to go. You know? Like where I learned my entrepreneurship skills, you know.
All right.
My grandmother, you know. She used to make me pick mango and sell, boy. I had to climb mango tree and pick mango and sell, yes? Yeah. Good night, Robert Nesbitt. Good night. I remember the fight was for the citizens who was trying to get them during COVID. Whoa. Yeah, boy. We were the only people fighting for that, you know, Tommy. People were fighting against us, fighting for Trinidadians to come back to Trinidad. And they were saying all kind of things. They go bring back COVID and they go bring back this. No, all that was PNM propaganda. And they buy hook, line, and sinker. Yeah? You know, I tell all
they're proving themselves from day one.
Say that again?
This current administration proving itself from day one.
Yeah, boy, told me that's true, no, boy. From day one, boy. You could see that them fellas and them, I mean, you will think a government in power for a decade. You could come up with one innovative idea that they have implement in a decade, right, Tommy? In a decade. I think you could easily off the top of your hand. You could say, yes, this. You could say that, right? But anytime I ask a PNM person, give me one innovative idea, one. First thing let's talk about is agriculture. The land for agriculture. That is innovation, right? Tommy, at its fullest, right? Oh, no, that's PNM.
But I want to know how did that reduce how much reduction it created on the food import bill?
Correct is right. Correct. Now, but them to look at it from that perspective. They're going into the bottom of the sub-basement to try to come up with an innovative idea. That is it. Right? And when you talk about diversification of the economy, forget about that. You know, you see under this Prime Minister Rowley government, them went into all the dictionary in Trinidad, and the page we have diversification, or they rip out that page. And they throw it away. We don't want to hear nothing about diversification. We are oil and gas economy. That is it. We don't want to hear about that. I'm going to finish in the chat, eh? Yeah, what would be Prime Minister Rowley's legacy? Can we find that out, please? Folks, what would be Prime Minister's legacy after 2025? When he's no longer Prime Minister, what would be his legacy? Yeah, Rowley legacy will go down as the PM who blow out the flame at Petrotrin. Yeah. Robert says, Wall Street, all TNT need is a PM whose heart is for the people. When I say the people, it means all the people. Even the young man who drive by daily, standing by the road looking for opportunities. Listen, and Robert, I agree with that, you know. I agree with that, you know. However, we have to prioritize. We have to prioritize, Tommy. Right? We can't looking to take care of the people all the way at the top. So them could become richer. Them good. It's a
No,
middle class.
no. Fix them. Them go fix these small ones.
Yeah, fix them so they can fix these small ones. Them good. We don't have to worry about them. Them could deal with anything. Them could deal with inflation. Them could deal, because them good. Them good. Eh? I see a voice note coming. Wall Street, you'll be shocked to see how much people still supporting Rowley. Yeah, yeah, I know that.
Of course.
Of course. I'm gonna take this voice note.
Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. I was trying to remember the lady name is Rhoda Barrett. So Rhoda Barrett make a video saying that a PNM minister leaked that cabinet note and gave the UNC it, right? Let me just pretend for a second that is true what she's saying because she just talk a certain nonsense, right? So a PNM minister leak a PNM cabinet note, give Kamala it, Kamala read it out to the population, Rowley and Imbert get jumpy and drag any lady. And that report should be factual if the PNM government bring it into parliament, or is it that the report that they bring is misinformation they bring into parliament? Which one is it? So Rhoda Barrett have to answer that. Another thing I know to Mr. Washit, when you're answering Pastor Google with this final decision maker with Rowley, you must ask him if Kamala did choose Ella Christopher when they was going up for commissioner of police. Ask him that. Ask him if Kamala did choose Ella Christopher or Rowley choose Ella Christopher.
But I hear you, Caribbean Soul. At the end of the day, last week on the radio station, the pastor with the internet search engine name agree that the prime minister, we was talking about the SRC, the prime minister is the final decision maker. He said it, not me, right? And I'm like, so Tommy, if you the final decision maker, right? Mrs. Kamala Prasad Besessa can agree or disagree. Anybody else can say whatever they want. Look at the police commissioner, Caribbean Soul, you're absolutely correct. Right? When they didn't want Gary Griffith, Prime Minister already didn't want him. That was it. When they wanted Gary Griffith, Prime Minister wanted Gary Griffith. That is it. When they're appointing people on them board, you know what that is like, Tommy? That's like you going before a PNM screening committee. And the party groups want you, and Prime Minister Rowley don't want you. What will happen?
I said, you're done. You're finished.
Cancel Christmas, it's over for you. You could come with 50 party groups. All of them could want all you. All remember what happened in Labre? The party group wanted Nicole Olivieri. That's who they wanted for Labre. Prime Minister Rowley said, nah, me want she. Me want she. Not this time. Cancel Christmas she. I hear one time they wanted Robert Lee Hunt in Labre. He said, nah, we want McClatchy. McClatchy come out from the clutches of the jaws of people don't even know where he come from. he like he was in Jaws. He was in Jaws, McClatchy. And he come out, that's who the Prime Minister want. That's who the Prime Minister get.
That's what he gets.
That's it. Only believe that guy's a demagogue for nothing. Only don't understand it. Folks, we're going for the break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. We'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And of course, folks, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Text messages and voice notes are also welcome. Remember, these are WhatsApp numbers, so just use your Wi-Fi.
And that's it. And you could get us right here on WZYE 95.9 FM. I'm looking for something here. There we go.
A big one. Listen to me. Hear me now. I frightened to live. I frightened to live. Now, all the thing. I frightened to live. Sing. I frightened to live. I frightened to live. I frightened to live. One more time. I frightened to live. Sing. I frightened to live. I build me a coffin. I make it my home. Because that is my only choice, this kind of life. I leave it alone. Because when I look around and I see man raping their own daughters mercilessly, man living with man, woman with woman. So how must I live? I can't understand. Look, I'm frightened to live. Whoa, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. A bandit in my face with a gun. Take my ownings and began to run. I'm in the station reporting what the bandit do. I was the same bandit I was reporting to. Look, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. One more time, come again. I'm frightened to live. Hey. I'm frightened to live. Hear me now. It is so obnoxious when I look around. Things I just hear and see. My God, how could I go on? Children killing children every day. Parents guiding their children to go astray. Tell me how those youths getting all those guns, and where in the world those guns coming from? You see, I'm frightened to live. Where you? I'm frightened to live. You come again. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Hear this. If in my ceiling they find coke and gun, it's my whole family they carrying down. But if the police get caught with the same refrain, all they're getting is transfer to do crime again. You see, I'm frightened to live. Hey, I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Music. Now you see this verse? This verse is my verse. I want to listen to my verse. My verse. Yeah. If our child could die by the hands of a bandit, police may halfway search, they may never catch the culprit. But if Mr. Big Man child end up dead, they're going to paint the old damn tongue red, putting out all force and energy, finding the killer immediately. So how must I live? Whoa, I'm frightened to live. Come again, I'm frightened to live. Hey, hear this, I turn to church, that's the answer. Listening to the priest preach on the altar, while taking in the words of the Almighty. You know the priest, Felting sweet, I had me, you see, I frightened to live. I frightened to live. Sing. Come again, let me hear. I frightened to live. Hey, I fright. One more time. Yeah. Love all you. Same like a
One more.
Yeah, Tommy boy, I'm frightened to live, boy. I'm frightened to live.
I hear you.
You're singing in Trinidad today, you know. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live in Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad, not Tobago. I'm frightened to live. Yeah, they're frightened to live. Think it's easy. It ain't easy at all. But Tommy, so the PNM had a Prime Minister Rowley had another loss today on the Tobago Autonomy Bill. And Tommy, that fella from Tobago, Fali Chavez Augusto, that transformational leader. You see the two hashtags he put out on Dr. Rowley?
Let's share it.
All right, let me share it. Or take a listen to this. Take a listen. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live.
In a post on Facebook on December 9th.
Hold on, folks. Hold on. You're going too fast there. Let me start from the beginning. There we go.
PNM Tobago Council political leader Ansel Dennis has slammed the UNC after the Tobago Autonomy Bill was not passed in the House of Representatives Parliament on December 9th. The bill failed to acquire a special majority, 3/5. 21 government members voted for the bill and 16 members of the opposition voted against. In a Facebook post on December 9th, Dennis said, the bill's Constitution Amendment Bill and Tobago Island Government Bill, which proposed significant improvements to Tobago's governance structure, got no support from the UNC and consequently failed. Ansel Dennis, PNM Tobago Council political leader and new government senator. File photo. He accused the opposition of political gamesmanship by using amendments suggested by THA Chief Secretary Farley Augustine to criticize the bills. What we had for the entire committee process today was blatant game playing and references to Farley's jokey amendments dispatched via WhatsApp this morning. They could not put Tobago's business before their own narrow political interest. This reminds me of 1996, when all former NAR leader A.N.R. Robinson got from his then UNC friends and partners in government was an arrangement that inflicted complete cabinet control upon Tobago, to the extent that we cannot even now pass a law for Tobago. We will continue to exist and operate in Tobago under the limited provisions of the current THA Act 40 of 1996. He said Tobago's budget will continue to be limited to $2.5 billion and not over $4 billion, subject to the actual national budget, a loss to Tobago of $1.5 billion a year. The autonomy bill had proposed Tobago receive a minimum 6.8% of the national budget, instead of the minimum 4.03% as recommended by the Dispute Resolution Commission in 2000. Dennis argued, the effect of this is that we continue to have a THA legislature with zero lawmaking powers, and matters requiring legislative intervention will continue to languish. I do not know if in my lifetime another opportunity will arise to fix this long-standing impropriety, but what I do know is that this is a sad day for Tobago and Tobagonians. In a media release on December 9th, Augustine suggested several amendments to the bills. He said Clause 8 of the Constitution Amendment Bill, although providing lawmaking power, is listed in a schedule attached to the companion legislation, the Tobago Island Government Bill. The people of Tobago are of the view that these matters should be entrenched in the Constitution. Placing them in the TIG has the effect of making the laws passed by the TIG subordinate to national laws, consequently making them inferior and not of equal status. Augustine said the bills also restrict the TIG to making laws for the land area only. It cannot make laws to govern activities in the marine areas such as Baku Reef, Pigeon Point, or Speyside. Augustine suggested an amendment to rectify this. He also took umbrage with the Tobago Island Government Bill, noting that it did not reflect the wishes of Tobagonians. Tobagonians were not consulted in any meaningful manner of the provisions and form of government prescribed in the TIG Bill 2021. He called for it to be withdrawn as it infringes on Tobagonians' right to self-determination. He said a governance structure would be debated and agreed upon in the Assembly legislature. In a post on Facebook on December 9th, after the bill failed to pass, Augustine said, "Nothing is worse than when your relative who is in the seat of power is nothing but a house slave that ignores the real dreams and aspirations of those he left behind in the field in Tobago." He concluded with the hashtags, hashtag house slave mentality, hashtag wicked pen.
Tommy, you hear that?
Yep.
Let me go back a little bit there for you, Tommy. Let me do this.
Hashtag.
Our slave mentality. Let me do this. Let me go back a little bit. Let me go back. Hold on. All right, let me go back here. Okay, no. You don't want that. I want to play that. It's going. All right, let me go back here. Okay, here it is. Let me go to
Council political leader Ansel Dennis has slammed the UNC after the Tobago Autonomy Bill was not passed in the House of Representatives, Parliament, on December 9th. The bill failed to acquire a special majority, 3/5. 21 government members voted for the bill and 16 members.
Hold on. I know I'm to this thing here. All right, let me get it again. Hold on.
PNM Tobago Council political leader Ansel Dennis has slammed the UNC after the Tobago Autonomy Bill was not passed.
Come on, man. Tell me somebody don't want to play this, boy. Okay. Let me try now. Let me get close to the end here. Hold on. All right, let's hear it is. All right. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go.
And when your relative who is in the seat of power is nothing but a house slave that ignores the real dreams and aspirations of those he left behind in the field of Tobago.
Hold on.
He concluded with the hashtags.
Two hashtags, Tommy.
Yep.
Okay.
Hashtag house slave mentality.
Hashtag house slave mentality. House slave mentality.
Hashtag wicked pen.
Hashtag
PNM Tobago
wicked. PM. Yeah? All are welcome.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
And all on the live.
Good night.
You know, I've been indicating to you all quite a while now about the plantocracy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fali finally come out and say it plain as day. The house slave mentality. Plantocracy has been with us ever since the so-called slave abolition of slavery.
Yeah.
It never really stopped, you know. The people and them just change the system to suit themselves, and it continues. And they just have people fronting for them. I have heard stories, I won't mention it here, how they refer to our Prime Minister, right? These elites and them, when he is in their presence. The problem with us is that we fail him over and over to see how re-education is necessary for all our people. It might be difficult to change all at the same time, but re-education is so necessary so that you could have progress and that you could have people just coming out of the quagmire that we're in right now. But between me and you gentlemen, it's going to take a very, very long time to change the mentality of people, especially when they're so deep into this plantocracy system that they don't even self-understand. And they're just following it blind. That's the sad thing about it. They just don't know and they don't want to know. So they're just following it blind. I appreciate the effort that you guys take to push out information outside there, hoping that people would gravitate to truth and grow and develop their mind to be critical thinkers and to get themselves out of the situation that you're in. That doesn't mean to say that you won't have challenges or you wouldn't have little obstacles in the way, but all those is what makes up the whole thing of transformation. And if they could re-educate themselves, you go see some transformation. I just hope that your efforts, and everybody else on the line, whether it be PNM, UNC, or whoever, that they make the effort to re-educate the people so that they could learn, so that they could understand, so that they could critically think and they could make decisions that would be beneficial to themselves. You know, and not just run along the road. I was appalled to see what is happening in parliamentary. I don't know why I decided that I want to listen to what is going on, because Tobago's welfare is a kind of special thing to me, even though I don't have roots across there. But the little time that I spent across there, I see what the people and them what they need, you know, and we're not giving them what they need. So again, they had to re-educate themselves. They had to come up to a standard. I see the Tobago people are more progressive than us. I think that they are more critical thinkers than we are. They can analyze situations. You may have the few of them who still have this plantocracy mentality, but suffer it to be so for now. But change going to come. It may take a little while, but it's going to come. But you can't stop a moving train, you know. It's very difficult to do that unless you have the kind of braking system that is necessary. So we're looking at a moving train right now. Let's hope that they're going to move in a particular direction that would help all the people in some significant way. Have a blessed evening, gentlemen.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I hear your sentiments, Mr. Intellectual. And listener, I think, okay, I saw a comment here. Okay. Rajendra, welcome. Pleasant good evening, Tommy and Wall Street. Dane Khan, welcome. Good evening, Professor Wall Street and Uncle. Dane Khan says, so because you're speaking out, you don't like the black man? Look, miss me with your BS, eh? Dane, let me give you a round of applause for that. Let me give you a round of applause. I gave you the round of applause. Now, Tommy, you want to get Dane a round of applause? You gave me the round of applause there, Tommy. You gave me the round of applause.
All right.
You gave me the round of applause. You gave it.
All right. Let me get into the right screen.
Yeah, give me the round of applause. Then we're gonna get again. Tommy gave me a round of applause. Eh?
I had to put my glasses for that, so just bear with me.
We go take time. We in no hurry. It's round of applause we gain. You know?
Then can.
Yeah, give him a round of applause, man. Give him a round of applause. Yeah, folks. That is what we do here. We give round of applause here in the village. You understand? We don't give the other type of things when them people come. When you're informative, you're educational, we give you the round of applause. That is what it is. Because we, as just as Mr. Intellectual say, we want you to think critical. Think critical. Don't just take what you hear because it's coming from somebody who might be up there in high office. Don't take it. You know, sometimes they are the number one misleaders of misinformation. Huh? Don't care. Support your party. Support them
Okay.
100% to full
Here we
extent.
go. Here we go.
There you have it. There you have it. Yeah, round of applause for that, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, you deserve a round of applause for that. So because you're speaking out, you don't like the black man. So if I speaking out against Prime Minister Rowley, I don't like black people. I should see black people have us suffering. I should see a black prime minister have black people suffering the most in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. And then no other prime minister are black people suffering the way they're suffering under Prime Minister Rowley. A black man. A man who said he could be the blackest man. So what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to sit down there and say, nah, boy, he black. So what is the big deal? He black. So because he black and black people suffering, I supposed to be silent. Not just one. I'm sorry, Tommy. Not Uno. Is Uno? Not I. Not I and I, Rastafari.
Mm.
You know, Tommy, you ever hear the joke about the Rasta come over Christmas?
Well, how it go?
You know hear the joke?
I hear so many jokes. You'll have to refresh me on that one.
Yeah, but the Rasta gone over by this Trinidad and he knock on the door for Christmas. He say, he knock on the door, pap, 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 pap. He say, who's that? He says, I, Jah Rastafari, Selassie I the first. He said, no, it's too much all you. It's too much all you. Oh God! He said too much all you. Yeah, the man says, I Jah Selassie I Rastafari. Yeah. It's not playing the tune, it is freeing yourself from Eric Williams' mental slavery education. You sound like you're still on the plantation. The PNM is black slavery and not black freedom. Boy. SC is normally considered a senior counsel or a sick case. Oh God! Anderson Wilson, welcome. Anderson quiet these days, boy. The man quiet, Tommy boy. Just Roger, welcome. Good evening, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. The PNM got rid of all the agriculture in TNT. Stephen Dibadine, boy. Stephen, welcome. Good evening, guys. I heard with Carrie come. Oh, Carrie come observers in 2025. Most likely the ruling party is going to. Yeah. You know, let me see. That's right, you know. The Prime Minister invited CARICOM observers for the 2025 election. Let me see that. I see something about that. Let me see where I see that. Yeah, Tommy boy. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody from the outside is good. No matter where. Yeah. Election observers to be invited. Prime Minister says CARICOM will be invited to send observers to the Trinidad and Tobago for the next general election Dr. Rowley dismissed repeated claims by opposition leader Kamala Prasad Bissessa about PNM trying to steal the election through recommendations by the Election and Boundaries Commission to change constituency boundaries. So Tommy, you see what pressure does do?
Yep, it is bus pipe too.
It is bus pipe. And it doesn't matter what type of pipe it is, It could be PVC, it could be steel, it could be iron. It has bus pipe.
Yep.
So the pressure for election observers, and listen, all you listen to this, please listen to this. You see them other CARICOM countries, them not like in way out Trinidad and Tobago as operator. Right? I mean, all you know we known for skullduggery. Them different. It's like Tobagonians and Trinidadians. Tobagonians different to me. I could talk about that. I have family living in Tobago. Eh? My father is a Tobagonian.
I spend enough time in Tobago to know the difference.
Say that again, Tommy. Say that again.
I spend enough time in Tobago to know the difference.
Oh, okay. There we go. I spend enough time in Tobago to know the difference too. They're different. They're real different. And so there's a saying in Trinidad, you don't vote in a party, you just vote out a party. Is that what it is saying?
Mm-hmm.
You think that makes sense?
A lot of things don't make sense, but it's Trinidad.
You just vote in a party. No, you just vote out a party. You don't vote in a party. I don't understand I don't understand that one. So when you vote the party out, how the other party gain?
I don't know. It's not logical, but say what?
Or that just a saying they have in Trinidad. Is that what it is?
Yeah, just old talk.
Okay. Volsang, welcome. Welcome to you. Just Roger says the PNM gets so much money for COVID, but nobody got any. Yeah, the CPEP workers get a pay cut. That's what they get. You know, Toby, a man asked me, the pastor with the internet surgeon, where you get that from? Where you get that from? CPEP got a pay cut. And he said the chairman of the CPEP call you and tell you that is not true. You know they drop it. Right? They ain't continue along with it, Just so just want Oliveri because she was going. Oh God. She said Oliveri was going to expose them all. Regine just said, let us get PNM independence and vote on critical bill, such as procurement legislation. What can be called independent again with a PNM kangaroo president? Okay. Volsang says the PNM stands to receive a 47% increase in salary, notwithstanding additional perks. We feel we all dunce. We're not all part of the 350 blind followers. In fact, that is so bad for all of us. Oh God, Regine just say, you frightened to live and fighting to eat. Yeah. Caribbean Soul says, all the people who want vote Miss Pandey, where she speak on, she supported us. Did she supported us with that march? Tell me, what's your take on Michaela Pandey?
A non-starter.
You mean she went to the Olympic and she false start before she get to the
she made a false start.
Tommy, nah, come on, Tommy. That is Basdeo Pandey's daughter, Tommy.
Apparently, that brings a little bit of attention, but it's not enough.
You know what? Let me call she and see. I was now going to call she and pick up the phone and I'm going to call she after this call. Call her welcome. The financial guru welcome.
Good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Walsh and everyone.
Same to you.
I haven't been well for the last week, but I've been listening to all your musings. And one of the things I'm calling about, Professor Anselm, you know, I respect the discourse you have about bringing things and edifying people, and knowledge is power. The reason I'm calling is because I think I've been listening to you concerning Tobago and the airport and a number of things. And it seems what I would like to do, and I'm going to ask you honestly tonight, the Tobago issue. I know I didn't watch the parliament today, but Tobago is in the forefront. Tobago is in the forefront for a number of things where, you know, I talk about diversification, I talk about the problems we have as a nation. But today, on one of the radio stations this morning, Mr. Mariano Brown was on the radio, and he was basically giving his opinion about Mr. Coleman Bird. And the fact is, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and everyone, I told you before, diagrams, knowledge, facts can say 1,000 words. I told you concerning this airport that this is beyond just corruption, Professor Wall Street. This is about mismanagement, and mismanagement by a person by the name of Colm Imbert, who should not be the Minister of Finance. With all due respect, last week, I think, Uncle Tommy, you coined it very well. You can't put a mechanic to taxi the 747 on the tarmac. Mr. Imbert is making serious errors. He's running this country to the ground, along with Dr. Rowley, with all due respect. And that airport is very, very synonymous with the direction our country is going. This is what I'm asking tonight, Professor Walsh, because I'm very passionate about it, because before one brick was built, sir, before the ink dry, my two hands were up concerning that Tobago airport, which is gross incompetence because they have spent too much money. And in finance, there's something called optimization. And optimization means bang for your buck. What I would like to do, because this is what Mr. Mariano Brown said, Mr. Imbert shouldn't be fired. There was a poll, and the poll said that he should be fired. And I agree with that poll. But Mr. Brown was saying that he shouldn't be fired for this. But the fact is, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street, there are things concerning that airport that needs to be ventilated, because everybody is putting their 6 cents on the pieces, but we're not looking at the whole picture. And this is what I am asking you to give me the opportunity to, I can't say it in 5 minutes, Professor Wall Street, with all due respect, but to show numbers, facts, because it goes back to why would you put China Railway Construction to build an airport when China Railway Construction never built an airport before? And China Railway Construction was debarred by the World Bank from any projects. That's number one. Number two, why would you put the NITCO, who's the employment according to Mr. Imbert, put CEP, who knows nothing about engineering consulting for airports? Now, you've heard about all these numbers. You hear about 2.5 million, 16 million, 17 million TT. Then you hear 261 million. Then you hear 435 million or 67 million US. And Colm Imbert didn't even know his head from his hiney regarding how you cost, how you do proper appraisals in order to get, what did I say? Bang for your buck for that airport. So I'm asking you tonight, because I have to go abroad in the next week and a half. I am willing. I don't care.
What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
Let me just finish this. Let me just finish on him, because this is very important, Professor Wall Street.
Okay.
You understand? I really thought about it. I don't care about me. I care about the message getting out. And I'll leave you with this, and I'll listen to hear what you will say. The Tobago Airport is the tip of the iceberg, Professor Wall Street. These guys are continually messing up, and Colm Imbert should be removed. We should have somebody like Jerry Brooks, Mariano Brown, or Terrence Farrell, somebody else who knows finance, because this is the second on what Brown pointed out today on that radio show. This is the second incarnation, $3 billion with Miss Jairanti Ramdas. And you are responsible as a minister of finance. You cannot be trusted because you don't know your head from your behind. So it is very important because, one, Mr. Professor Walsh, Uncle Tommy and everyone, here's what's happening. They're going and build another building for the Ministry of Social Development, just like the health building. That will be another cost overrun. And we cannot afford it, right? So I'm asking you humbly, because you pointed out a number of things. Mr. Florida pointed out one important thing. Why are you building an airport when 19,000 people came in 2019? Why didn't you take that money and insulate Trinidad and Tobago by building retirement complexes and houses to build up Tobago so we could be insulated from another pandemic where tourism could fall? We need to bring people into Trinidad and Tobago like Singapore and Dubai. And that's what Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street, Mr. Florida, spoke about, because people do that in Florida. People from a Canadian, I'm a Canadian national, I'm an American citizen, a Canadian national, and a Trinidadian citizen. And they have Canadians who coming out of Canada and buying up property in Florida, even though Florida have property issues right now. So I'm saying again, with all due respect, Professor Wall Street, when you say you originate, and I believe you do originate, but it's time we start explaining conceptually, summarily, these ideas and show them the facts, and they could go and fact check it. That's what I have to say, Professor Wall Street. I thought about it, and I really, you guys are doing a bang-up job, but I also want to help assist with the areas that I know and come in, but I'm saying it today. He should be removed as finance minister. I know Dr. Rowley will not do it. You understand? And I know there's backlash. There's backlash with Colin Imbert because the 6 Diego Martin seats have not been decided yet. And I don't think Colin Imbert is seeing eye to eye with Dr. Rowley, in my honest opinion. I don't think, because this is the second incarnation of nonsense going on. And that airport is going to cost us $3 billion, between 2.5 to 3 billion, because there's interest and principal to repay, among other things. So with that said, I give the floor over to
all right. I'll call you. Which I'll call you.
No problem.
Yeah, man.
No problem. Have a good night.
Yeah, man. Tommy, I read Buddy whisper to me that a certain person high up in the PNM in trouble in the constituency. Oh, I want the red buddy. I want the red buddy. The last time the red buddy tell me something else about Fitzgerald Hines, and it came to pass. I know why this red buddy only whispering in my left ear and not my right ear, but a red buddy whispered to me that a person high up in the PNM may not hear his name called again to be an MP for a certain constituency. Let me wait and see. Yeah. You know, I wanted to ask the financial guru something. Does he think Tobago need that airport that they're building there now?
He disagreed. He doesn't believe that.
He doesn't believe they need it, right?
Right. Based on what he said.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So then me and him on the same page then. We on the same page.
Yeah. So Mr. Florida made reference of that before, and Mr. Florida, he agrees with Mr. Florida.
Right. So Tobago really don't need an airport. They don't need no airport. They don't need an airport. Put things. You could take that much, but if it's one thing, you see economics on this current RPNM. When you have an engineer as a minister of finance, it tells you everything. I mean, think about it, eh? When we had Patrick Manning, Karen Nunes Shishera was Minister of Finance. Then
Right.
there was somebody else after him. And Mariano Brown, I think, was Minister in the Ministry of Finance. So can you
Right.
imagine? Imagine this now. Karen Nunes Shishera. Mariano Brown boss was Karen Nunes Shishera. Think about that. Yeah. Hey, let me try to call Michaela Pande. I invite you on this program. Anyway, let me see if she go pick up she phone. Michaela.
Yep, you can't give a taxi driver an airplane to taxi.
Correct is right. Correct is right. No. Let me see. Okay, let me see. What the hell here? Here we go. We call him Michaela Pande. So folks, we call him. You know what? Let me try Fali again. I'm gonna try Fali again. Let me see. I'm gonna try him and see. I've never tried him. His phone ringing. So folks, we trying Fali. All right, folks. So we tried. Michaela Pande. We tried Fali Chavez Augustine. We ain't get no answer. I have a next video I want to play for you all. Huh? Oh, let me play this for you all. Listen to what this was in the parliament today. This was in the parliament today. And folks, are you all aware that they want to change? I don't know if that bill passes. They want to change the THA chief from chief secretary to premier. I ain't get that one, boy. I ain't get that one at all. I don't understand that one. I don't understand that one, folks. They want to change from THA chief to premier. Hold on, eh? Hold on. Let me play this voice note.
Hi, Mr. Washington. I'm opening a building by myself there, so there's no internet more and the building right now. So I'm a boxer from the computer. So right now I'm using data about so that why I coming in anyhow. But I look to listen, I see no little big in a big way. And I'll give thanks for life here. Decorating the place for the kids and them here, Mr. Washington. Love and respect. I inside.
All the time. Okay, I want you all to listen to this. This happened today in the parliament.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. We also, just to give some clarity, Madam Speaker, if there is that concern, just noting that 2 members are appointed by the Prime Minister, 2 members by the Chief Secretary, and then the 5th member by the President after consultation. But Madam Speaker, even after all of that, the clause goes on to say that there is judicial oversight, Madam Speaker. If there's a concern, there is judicial oversight over decisions that are made by the Dispute Resolution Committee. And we see that at 145.5. A review of a decision of the Prime Minister shall lie to the High Court. Madam Speaker, further, an appeal against a decision of the High Court under subsection 5 shall lie to the Court of Appeal, and the decision of the Court of Appeal shall be final. So if after all of this protection that the bill seeks to put in, there is still judicial oversight, Madam Speaker. And Madam Speaker, if the member has an amendment, we'll be happy to hear it.
Madam Speaker, yes. Two consents at subsection 4, which the member outlined, and at subsection 6. The Dispute Resolution Committee, after it considers the dispute, basically, the Dispute Resolution Committee shall make recommendations to the Prime Minister. So it's direct that they make the recommendation to the Prime Minister, who shall consult with the Chief Secretary before making a decision. If the Chief Secretary is having the Premier is having an equality of status, or so to speak, that you're trying to introduce here, why the Dispute Resolution Committee don't make the recommendation to the Chief Secretary and the Prime Minister? Why must the Prime Minister then have to go to the Chief Secretary if you're trying to put these things as parity, and that you're having the Chief Secretary appoint 2 members and the Prime Minister appoint 2 members? Why is there this disparity now with respect to the recommendations going directly to the Prime Minister? That's the first point. And the second point, why are you stopping the appeal at the stage of the Court of Appeal and not going to the Privy Council?
Madam Speaker, in the same way that elections appeals stay at the state of the Court of Appeal, it's similar. It's similar. It is what is being disputed is what could be disputed is a dispute between what is happening within the islands of Trinidad and Tobago. So it would, yes, I said islands. It would not go, it is not normal in those circumstances, Madam Speaker, because we did review other countries that have similar status. And it was not normal for these kinds of disputes to go further than the Court of Appeal of the particular country. In addition to that, Madam Speaker, the Prime Minister still remains the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And consequently, when the Dispute Resolution Committee makes a decision, they come to the Prime Minister and give the information, the results of the dispute to the Prime Minister. And that is the objective of having that in this clause.
Just one observation I want to make with the members' contribution is comparing apples and oranges. There are several cases that will tell you that when a civil court sits determining election petition, it sits as an election court. We are asking the court to invoke its civil jurisdiction in this particular case and not an election jurisdiction. And there's a clear distinction because the court exercises two separate powers when it sits in these various jurisdictions. So I think the member is absolutely wrong when she talks about that we should stop at the level of the Court of Appeal.
Place this under your tongue to rise up whenever you want. Today,
that clause 20 be amended as circulated.
Madam Speaker, could I just make one short comment on what my colleague just said there? Madam Speaker, when the decision was made to not let election petitions go to the Privy Council, it could easily have been made differently and said, okay, it will go to the Privy Council. But it was put there in the context that the nature of this particular problem, the population should be satisfied that the decision is made within Trinidad and Tobago. So that was an example here. There's no law or constitution, right or wrong law, that says that if on this occasion, in a dispute between the administration in Trinidad and Tobago, between the THA and the central government, that an existing tribunal should be the authority, and that could go as high as our Supreme Court, and that be the end of the matter. Why is that a right or wrong decision? It is simply a decision of the Parliament today saying that between these electoral bodies working out of a tribunal, the matter should not fall to anybody in London to tell us what to do. So it's not a right or wrong, it's whether we do it or we don't do it. And in this case, the decision is by the Joint Select Committee, by majority of the Parliament, that it ends at the Appeal Court of Trinidad and Tobago. Simple as that.
No audio.
You hear that, Tommy?
No, I'm hearing you.
You did you hear what the man just say? Them
Yes.
fellas, them don't want nothing to go to the Privy Council, no?
No, because they're taking licks when it comes to the Privy Council.
They know they go get licks up in the Privy Council, right? They know they can't compromise the Privy Council. That is one body them fellas can't compromise and they can't take for fools. So you know what? Let me leave it locally. Let me just keep it local. So they can get with whatever they want to get with. Let me continue to listen. Think it easy.
So it is not correct to say that you're wrong in law or you're not following the law and you're cheering that, yes, he found that she was wrong in law. It's a nonsense. It's a choice that we're making to have it end there because of the nature of the problem in similar circumstance to an election petition, right? Because one cannot say that this is an election petition, so therefore you're wrong. Madam Speaker, I think that's as far as one could explain in the English language. Our colleagues, I don't want to ascribe ulterior motives to them, but I think that the argument is without substance.
Question is that clause 20 be amended as circulated. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. I think the ayes have it. The question is that clause 20 as amended now stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. I think the ayes have it. Clause 20 as amended now stand part of the bill.
Clause 21.
The question is that clause 21 stand part of the bill. Member Faruqa Maloney.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the amendment is as follows. delete the words chief secretary and deputy chief secretary and substitute the word premier and deputy premier.
Tommy, did you hear that?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Tommy, how come the people of Tobago are not making this decision?
Very interesting.
Why is the PNM government telling the people of Tobago, all right, we don't want a chief secretary, we know, we want a premier now. Let the people of Tobago decide that. Why the central government led by Prime Minister Rowley had to decide whether it should be premier or THA chief. You see? Anyway.
Some new gimmick every Monday morning.
Yeah, it helping them lose them 2 seats anyway. So let them just go ahead.
Respectively, wherever they occur. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The question is that clause 21 be amended as circulated. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. I think the ayes have it. The question is that clause 21 as amended now stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. I think the ayes have it. Clause 21 as amended now stand part of the bill.
Preamble.
The question is that the preamble to the bill be approved. The question is that the preamble to the bill be approved. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. I think the ayes have it. The preamble to the bill is approved. Honorable members, the question is that the bill as amended be now reported to this House. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. I think the ayes have it. This committee meeting is now adjourned. The House will resume.
So, do we go now at the premier?
They're changing the name from THA chief to premier. That is what the PNM going to do. They're going to hoist a premier name on the people of Tobago without getting the consent of the people of Tobago. Does the people of Tobago want a premier? They're happy with, but this is...
What they want is autonomy.
Correct is right. Yeah. But, what? I don't know, boy. Let me finish with these things here before we go for the break. Yeah. Rowley have malice. He want to destroy Tobago just because the people want against him. Yeah, they're destroying the TPP. That's what they want to do, you know.
Of course.
Any means necessary. Tommy Mohammed says the thing is Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Trinidadians, especially West and East Corridor, love the PNM more than themselves and their family. I am disgusted with the PNM. We can't blame Mr. Rowley. It's the people who put him there. What do you say about that, Tommy? Oh, you can't blame me. He's
where the buck stops with. That's the head.
That's the head. That's the head.
Not the tail.
The head could do whatever you want. Yeah? All he has to do is a snappy finger and you get what you want. Folks, we'll be right back. Stick on stage in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM.
When we come back, we have to put some calls into Tobago.
Say that again?
When we come back, we have to call Tobago and talk to some people to find out what their thoughts are.
Yeah. All right, look, we go do that. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Back with you in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, on X. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. Text.
Go ahead.
Text and voice notes rather, are welcome.
I'm gonna finish with the chat. I'm gonna try win for James. Just said they want international observers. Well, song says because they're uncomfortable with the truth, they accuse you of not standing for the black women. In truth, you're in fact standing up for them. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Brooklyn, welcome. Brooklyn. Oh, sorry about that. Welcome, Brooklyn. Hello.
Yes, good night to you, Wall Street. Uncle Tommy, if you was a listener. You hear me now?
Yes, come on in.
Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You're in the village. Come on in. You're in the village. Everybody can hear you.
Okay, good. Good night, everyone. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, viewers and listeners. I come to realize that we're not ready yet. See all we doing here and fighting for, as we just say, the poor people. The poor in Trinidad is not ready yet. The people that claim to be poor, the people that claim to have nothing, the people that claim to be suffering under Key Christopher Rowley, they're not ready, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Because if they're right there, right? If them right there and something take place this weekend and they fail to show up in the hundreds of thousands to show that the disgust, the things that we are saying every day, 3 or 4 days a week, from Monday to Sunday, we're saying that this PNM government, right, is destroying our country, the sweet Trinidad and Tobago that we love, and the people that we fight it because we have in the Wall Street. We don't have to do this. We're doing this because of the love for Trinidad and Tobago.
Correct.
And look what take place Saturday. And I sit back and I say to myself, because if I was in Trinidad, it would not be just me. It would be me and all the people in my community who I know going through pressure, who I know how to beg for URP or beg for CPAP fortnight. Them would I be out there with me. And Washington Uncle Tommy, it goes to show that Trinidad and Tobago and the poor that we fighting for, them ain't ready yet. Them want to suffer in silence. Them frightened. You hear the man say, I'm frightened to live. Them frightened to come out Wall Street. And Uncle Tommy. And I said to myself, I giving up on them, boy.
Nah, don't give up.
Because it seems like them love PNM, boy.
Nah, don't give up. Don't give up on them.
We seeing what's happening. And we know they deserve better. We know Trinidad and Tobago deserve better. I want to be able to come home for 3 months and don't have to look behind my back. Don't have to look up. If I go in the bank and take out money to put up 2 rooms in my house I building down there, I should not worry that if I walk out the bank tell her might shoot a text and the bandit are waiting for me outside. I want a better Trinidad and Tobago. And the people who right here, who, if I didn't have Passage Wall Street, I would have walked to the savannah, And these people ain't come out and show the PNM that they mean something, that they are humans. These people stay home or shoot on Uncle Tommy. Why not me? It seems like a few people trying their best to fight for people who don't want them fight for them. And I reached to the point where watch Uncle Tommy, Trinidad ain't ready yet. Them, as I said, Trinidad, but I ain't gonna say Tobago. Trinidad not ready yet. And the UNC, that weekend there, the UNC should be out in their numbers because Washington Uncle told me if was the PNM in opposition, they would have taken the opportunity of that march on Saturday to come out in the red in the numbers as if it was a PNM march. If it was a PNM, you understand? Hit the street. That's what the PNM would have do. But the UNC sit back. They sit back because I was expecting to see thousands of. I was expecting this Monday night. Washington Uncle told me that we gonna be showing videos of accomplishment. We gonna be showing videos of Trinidad and Tobago saying enough is enough. And look at we tonight. We can't show nothing. So I think that Trinidad and Tobago not ready. And great is the PNM come 2025, let them take it in the Rukunkutunkung. Only have a good night. They're not ready.
Yes, Brooklyn don't give up. Brooklyn, you can't give up. We come too far.
But I fully understand his frustration.
I frustrated too, Tommy, but we're going too far. We come too far.
I understand his frustration.
Yeah,
but you can't give up. You can't give up. You can't give up. You can't give up.
Brooklyn, want to take a little sip of Hennessy? Or get some Johnny Walker Blue? Right? Is Johnny Walker Blue? Hey, Tommy?
Yeah, some one of them.
Yeah, or Johnny Walker Green?
Green, blue, black.
Yeah. If you can't afford a Johnny Walker Red, sit down in your man cave, take a little sip, and come again. Yeah. We had a reinforcement. Rock, welcome.
But we have a poor record when it comes to standing up for something and showing also solidarity with those who are standing. Like he said, if it was the other way, it would have been red till you're dead.
So, Tommy, Rock actually says, Rock, welcome. Rock in Trinidad, you know. Rock the political constitution.
Can you reach down already?
Yeah. Did he say he was a PNM political consultant or just a political consultant?
Political consultant /
PNM. Political consultant / PNM.
PNM party member or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, PNM party. All right. I'm going to get it wrong. KFC welcome.
What did he say?
Yeah, we didn't hear it. Yeah,
Mr. Washington a match Saturday by the Prime Minister resident. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's not wrong with Savannah. It was wrong with Savannah.
I'm Savannah. I thought majority of the PNM people I see them now make the Jackson office there.
That PNM people out there?
Put them in as there wasn't very Savannah. Don't make the Jackson office over in Shogunas, yeah.
What they was doing there?
Because Jackson all them in a room.
Oh, because Jackson.
Seven draw.
Oh.
Yeah, 7 draw she had.
Oh, okay.
Give her with TV and whack and all kind of thing. But I must congratulate she. She tortured us too, but she put them in a room.
She had plenty of people?
People fainting all kind of.
She had plenty of people?
I said some videos there. She put them in a room. She put them in a room. No AC, no fan, no ventilator, nothing at all. People sweating like dog in there. Who faint? I pay them much on TV, all kind of thing.
Eh?
Yeah, the post had to push you out. Or should I get more Joe's down there like Jackson shit right trouble. I said that old citizens, yeah woman. Well, I said that smart thing back my money. It's not gonna get my pension. What should I get my Joe's dog there Saturday got there. Yeah, but I can't make it in the match now, like, you know, I'll prepare and I'm moving my crib now.
I know.
Yeah. So I'll pass. I was in data now, but some my boxing, back up as class yet now. So that's why again, he break up and come in and so I look to listen, love.
Somebody just send me something here. Let me see what is this here, right? Let me see. I had to put this video. I had to put this Oh God, Tommy, I had to pop this video before we done tonight.
All right.
2 videos here. Let me see if I could do it right now. 2 videos here of
Kazal Jackson.
Yeah. I go try and get it tonight. Mr. Florida, welcome. Mr. Florida.
Hello?
Yeah, welcome.
Hey, good night, Mr. Hanson. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night, all the callers, all the texters, everybody on the line. I come in late these days, Mr. Hanson and Mr. Tommy. So I get the program, you balance watch it over in the night. So you see KFC now calling me and say Kizzel Jackson had a lot of people down there. You see, that is the mentality and the culture Trinidad and Tobago. They love trinkets. You rather go to win a TV, a stove, a fridge, a car than to come out and stand up for your rights and get and be outside there and let your voices be heard for something greater than trinkets. You see, they had a man named Joseph Stalin. He bring a chicken, he pluck out all the feather from the chicken, and he choke on, and the chicken bleeding, featherless, for him still eating corn. And that is a perfect example. You see, they don't want to come out to protest. And when it's time to voting, it's always a low voter turnout. 60%, 55%, 61%. And then everybody expects to get change in general. Sometimes I just ask myself, people don't sit down and look around the neighborhood. You don't look the whole of the country. Don't look at the whole of the country. Look around your neighborhood and see how certain young kids living. See how certain young kids dressing. See how much young kids can't go to school. See they don't even have a proper shoes or they're not getting fed properly. And that's not concerning to them. Not because I can eat. I can watch my fellow human beings can eat. Because it will worry me and I cannot sit down in my house or eating ham, lamb, and jam and not even want to bother to come out to stand up for human beings. There's a thing called compassion. And the day a country lose compassion for the citizens and each other is the day the country will become a war zone. So look on listen, Mr. Hanson and Mr. Tommy.
Yeah, man. Bet.
Thanks for your call.
For me, I don't understand how I didn't get that, man. I don't get that. Somehow I don't get that. I don't understand why it is you're playing on people's biggest vulnerabilities by asking them to become a member, and then in return, coming a member, I go get your TV or get your fridge or get your stove. What kind of mentality is that creating to me?
The mentality has been there and will continue to be there for a long time as long as we have operators like that, or should I say players like that in the game. Because it's a game they're playing and they know what they're working with. So they keep working them.
I mean, I am saddened by that, man. To be honest with you. Well, let me take this call.
One thing we do have to get is the dots.
Hello, welcome. Caller.
Good evening again. Good night again, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we hearing you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to tell you, brothers and them, don't give up. Change doesn't come very, very, very easy. And sometimes it takes a lot of sticking power to maintain and to see change. As much as we would want to give up, that's the time when we ought to be almost secretive in the mission and try to go beyond what it is you're seeing. Because once you have a clear vision, right, you can't let what you're seeing here at this present time obstruct the vision. You understand? You have a goal. To reach that goal, there are some obstacles. And one of the obstacles is overcoming the fact that how people were orientated, how they were educated, so that breaking those barriers and them will take a lot of doing. And sometimes the effort does be so challenging that you want to give up. But now is not the time to give up. If you really want to see your brothers and sisters rise out of the quagmire that they're in, now is the time you have to hold the fort. It has been tough. Some of the times you really want to give up. But when you recognize that hey, if I give up, who behind? What example I set in? All the things that I was saying, all the things that I was advocating before, how could I prove it if I give up? You understand? It's like you deciding to run a mile every day, right? But when you're on the track, you realize that if I could do 2, I could do 3. And when you hit the 3, oh boy, I feel I could go on next one, you know.
Correct is right. Correct is right.
You understand?
Yeah.
But sometimes the vibe's not there. And as soon as you start, or you continue, you get the feeling to go even a little more. So I could understand the feeling. I know what it is like. I mean to say, that days you just feel like giving up. But when you recognize that if you give up, not only you alone lose, everybody else around you lose. So, ready brothers and them, take heart. Don't give up yet. You just have to take a inward look and see what is your goals. And if your goals are in the right place, you're gonna reach somewhere, man. Don't let it get to you.
Thanks a lot.
It takes a lot of doing to help poor people, especially.
Ain't no joke, you know. Takes a lot, boy. I know what it takes.
Yeah, when I'm saying poor, Professor, it's not that they lacking material stuff, you know.
No.
Poor in the sense of the mental capacity to think and to do things for themselves. Hence the reason why they end up in a situation that they can't come out from. And that's because of culturalization, education, and stuff like that. So you can't beat down on the brothers and them when they hear all they see is crime, and that's the only way. And other people seeing that, hey, I could get something here, I could get something there. So they don't want to excel in something specific so that they could get themselves out of that and get what they need, other than looking for a handout for what they need. You know, the old saying, teach a man to fish, and he would have food for the rest of his life. Then you give him a fish, and he eat for a day. You know, so we can't give up now. The thing is educating and staying focused, and those who you could help, those that you could reach. You can't help. You won't be able to reach everybody. You won't be able to take everybody out, but the majority that you could reach, whoever it is, whenever it is, and however it is, do it. That is all that we could do. Brothers, have a blessed evening. And don't give up.
Yeah, man.
What do you think of as a good answer for Rock's question?
Rock, question?
Rock, is a Rock's question?
Yeah, I will answer it after this call. COP, welcome. COP.
No.
Wall Street and Uncle Tony. Good night to you, Wall Street, and good night to you, Uncle Tony.
Same to you, my
friend. And the viewers. You know, it's a nice thing to sit down and relax and listen to a transparent program, which part you listen to all the callers and them, everybody on point. Just speaking out for the betterment of the country. I want to give them 10 out of 10 for that. And Wall Street, I rather somebody use a private citizen who have agenda, use their own resources to help probably poor people who in need, help them to fit their agenda. I have no problem with that. What the problem I have is to see poor people use the little that they have to give to the wealthy and make them politicians. And when they make them politicians, them don't care about you after. And that is what the PNM doing their own supporters. When I look at some of them video on them, I give Kizzel Jackson 10 out of 10. A fridge Wall Street. To get a little bachelor fridge, probably what they will give out and thing. That is at least about $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in Trinidad here. And to give 20 person a fridge, a stove, to give out 20 fridge, 20 stove, 20 microwave, blender, and all these things. This lady will put out a lot of money and help. You see that coming from the government?
But COP, listen to this, right?
Yeah.
In my estimation, you're giving them thing on false pretense.
No, you're giving them to fit your agenda.
No, yeah, but to fit your... Now listen to this, COP. Let me give you an example. Suppose they're having a Christmas party up in Chumaka, Claventon, right? And let me just, for example, they had a Christmas party last year. The Christmas party cost a few $1,000. Let's put it that way, right? I help in contributing to the Christmas party. Suppose I tell them for each person that's going to come, they have to donate $50 to the Laventil to Wall Street Scholarship Foundation.
Wall Street, because you don't have an agenda. You fighting for betterment of your community.
Agenda. My agenda is for the poor people living below the poverty line, for them to improve their standard of living.
Well, right.
I have an agenda.
Probably her agenda. She have a political party, and she probably want 50,000 members at the political party because they had to become a member before they get a TV, a fridge or something.
Okay.
So she working with the agenda that paying you. What agenda the PNM working with the poor people?
Right, COP.
To give them to a vote.
Right. Let me say now, the PNM come and tell them, we go get all your fridge, we go get all your stove, we go get all your hamper, we go all everything, or they rather pay nothing. Then what?
Well, that'll get a better life. If they're giving them a better life,
no, they ain't giving them a better life.
Taxpayers' resources. We dealing with taxpayers' resources now.
Yeah.
Because it's the government giving the people them a better life. I don't have no problem with them continue doing what they're doing. But if you're not giving them a better life and somebody is using their own private resources to assist you for my agenda, for you to tell the people, the government who dealing with taxpayers' resources, hey, come across on this side over here, let me make a crowd and tell the government, hey, no, look, we have a crowd over here, we have members over here too. What you doing over there? Take taxpayers' dollars and help taxpayers. That is the government agenda. But them not doing that.
COP, that could never that could
Arguing
never
it.
continue to stand. When you are asking people,
But I can't.
you have to become
I
a
can't
member of
say.
my party to get a fridge or a stove or a TV. That could never
Yeah.
stand, never survive.
You had to spend about $20 to
That
become
will never
a member
survive.
of the UNC.
COP, you think that could survive? You think that could survive?
Oh no, but I will always give the person who using their own resources to help and condemn the people them who using taxpayers' dollars and not helping. That's where I'm going with it. That's where I really want to go with it. Wall Street, Uncle Tony. But it's nice. What does this do? This is encourage other talks. And I want to encourage the people and them. Hello, if 100 of you all on YouTube, let me get 100 views. And let me when I read in the comments and them in the chat, I should see 100 different names. Okay? Wall Street and Uncle Tony, have a nice night.
Bless.
Thank you, Kunji.
Tommy, what says you, Tommy? Tommy, do you believe? Okay, what is your opinion, Tommy?
About the elections?
No. That I am gonna give out fridge and stove and hamper and TV, but you have to pay a membership fee of $100 in order for you to be part of that hamper or fridge or stove or what? What's your take on that?
I think it's a low dodge.
It's a what?
It's a low. It's very low.
I kind of think it. It's sending the wrong signals, man. You are not getting true supporters. You are getting supporters because of what they can get from you.
Yeah, because you need to present something that would make people's life different or better. You just can't be just acting, putting on a show because you try to satisfy your agenda.
Yeah, I mean, I send the wrong signal. As far as I'm concerned,
What say you?
That cannot stand, Tommy. That cannot survive. It cannot survive.
Are you there?
Because when them people can't get no
Hello?
more from you, they go by who they could get from.
Can you hear me?
Hold on. Caller, welcome. KFC.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Washington. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we hearing you. Go ahead. KFC.
Mr. Washington, yeah, man.
Yeah, we hearing you now. We hearing you now.
Yeah, man, now.
Yeah.
Mr. Washington. We'll see.
KFC, that internet bad, boy. That internet bad. Okay, look. This is something that happened.
Let the female officer
I don't know what kind of bacchanal that's allowed to be.
I could ever subscribe to something. I could never subscribe to something. Never. I can't subscribe to something like that. That's taking us back to 1492. That performance day. That's shameful.
Sad.
What kind of political party is that? You basically, listen, yes, parties buy people votes. Yes, I know that. But you know what that is there? That is dealing with the poor of the poorest. And that's what you're doing them. COP, I'm shocked at you that you support that. I'm amazed that you COP. I thought you was a poor people's person. Oh, COP on, you're on.
What? Wall Street?
Yeah.
But the young guy over there that walking out with the waka. You think that will make a difference in his life?
No.
Because
No.
yes,
He gonna sell
yes,
that.
if he get 1 year,
He gonna
yes
sell
now.
that. See, come on and COP, man. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Sell that.
Oh gosh, that like Fitzgerald said, I see the pipe in them. That like Fitzgerald said, I see the pipe in them. Oh God.
Oh. Stay right. I make a COP a round of applause for that one, Tommy. He come real good. I make him a round of applause. I make it, hold on, COP. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I make it a round of applause for that one. Come real good. Let's take. A song like Fitzgerald.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
Wall Street and Uncle Tony.
Yeah.
In my community, right? I know many young guys. If them could walk out with a waka from the Ministry of Social Development, the Ministry of National Security, or any ministry in this country, say, well, all right, let us go point up here and let me give somebody a waka, a brush cutter, or a blower. Let me tell you something. That will make so much difference in their life. Them could do 1 year and make $300 a day, 365 days in the week. So that one brush cutter, that a 29-year-old or a 35-year-old gentleman, that we see the piper in him, the difference that will make in his life if he thinking constructive, I say give them it.
Yeah.
Give them it.
COP. I hear you. But here what you say. I believe that if you gain them the waka, you have to get them a little education that comes with it.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
And they bad begging the lady too.
Yeah.
They bad begging the lady too because all of them are going back right back and vote for the PNM, even though they become a member of the She Party.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Even though there's a membership party, when election time over there, they throw it that I just go and dip their hand in the ink for the PNM.
PNM again.
So the bad begging she.
Yeah. So I'm saying that do something meaningful that have some longevity in it. To me, that kind of thing there is short term. That's just a short term.
But I watching YouTube and I seeing which part this lady reading out a list. How people they're asking her, they begging the lady for a stove and something to cook on because they don't have no stove, and sometimes that they use a fireside outside in the back. She reading out that on paper and naturally saying, well, right, this approve and that approve. That is the content of how the people them really need that in the PNM strongholds and them. That is why I given she 75% support in giving all these things because you can naturally see the people them begging for it. Look how they're quarreling when they can't go inside there and get it. And yet still, social development. We giving social development over $2 billion every year to fulfill those needs. And the people can't get it. But yet still them PNM, people them are 91.9, what people that say great is the PNM. Or we can say great is the PNM. Great is the PNM when they go. Wall Street and Uncle Tony, have a good night.
Same to you, Kunji.
You know, there is some good in it too, Tommy. But I just feel that you need something more sustainable rather than a short-term fix.
Well, the attitude determines the altitude, and you will find someone will probably get a tool that they would used to their advantage where they would be able to propel into buying a better tool and doing much more than others. So it depends on the individual when you really think about it.
I don't know, boy. I just feel that yeah, Brooklyn. I don't know.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
The CCOP contribution just now is the same contribution, basically what I was saying on your last show. You may not understand it, but it has something behind the whole idea of still giving. The fact of the matter is, people gonna leave, people become a member, people who pay any money gonna be a member other than a supporter. It's a difference in membership and just supporting something, right? And that is what the whole thing is about. Anything when it comes to free will have chaos in Trinidad and Tobago. Watch it. If you right now, them same sneakers, running shoes, you say that you have to donate. If you send 20 barrels of running sneakers to Trinidad to donate, it go a chaos for people fighting to get them same running sneakers that
Yeah,
not even new.
but Brooklyn, the big difference is this. The big difference is this. I spend more time collecting them sneakers, and nobody do have to pay me. As a matter of fact, it's costing me because I had to ship the barrel, right? To Trinidad. It's costing me. But I'm not
Yes.
looking at what it's costing me. I
You're
looking
not
at what I
looking for
am doing.
nothing in return, worship, because you don't have an intention of running as a independent minister. You have no intentions of that. You do it to the goodness of your heart. Kizel Jackson have intention of one day being a leader of something, wherever it is she want to be, right? So it's a difference. That's a whole difference.
But Brooklyn,
right?
The easiest
We
way,
know.
the easiest
Yeah.
way for people to follow you is to motivate them. Yes, they're hungry, but if you motivate them,
I don't
and
think
you
they're hungry,
inspire
no
them,
treat. I think you just say they're hungry.
No,
But I don't think they're hungry. Because if they was hungry, they would have come and show the support that they're hungry. I don't think they're hungry.
So you have to motivate them and inspire them.
Yeah, it's true. When you're dealing with the big people, them same people you talking about to motivate and inspire have children. I want to inspire and motivate their children, not them. Because they're failure as adults. That's why I'm saying. Them as adults is failure. I rather motivate and inspire the children so that the children can grow up to be somebody with some common sense, some wisdom and ideas. And they can say that, yes, when I was 12 years, I hear Mr. Walsh and Uncle Tommy say something. Now I stood 30 years. And because of what they tell me when I was a child, it make me the person I am today. You can't tell an adult that. That adult will take what you're giving them Walsh and cuss you after. And you see it happen. You send things for people in Lavanti, and then they tell you, what you said wasn't good enough. You see it to these big people. They don't want to do for themselves. Right? And I want to say this. What Kizel Jackson gave there, she didn't spend a cent because we know how it works Wall Street. You go to this big business, these big business like companies, and they're going to donate things to you to give back. It is happening here in the US too, right? So if you go ask somebody to represent communities around Christmas time and these things, they will get 20 bicycle free. You're not going to pay for that. They're going to give back because they make millions of dollars off of the same people throughout the year that buying so they can afford to donate that to you, and then you go as the person now to give it back to the people. But now she's going and giving back to the people with an intention of saying, look, I'm giving this, but in the end, I can make a $50,000 by everybody give me 100. We know what's going on Wall Street. We ain't dumb. We know what's going on. But at the end of the day, she giving the things to the people. It's a PNM ministers who get things to give and never give. They had it all in the house, lock up, selling it. It's a PNM people who get things to build construction, build drain material, and they build their own personal house with it. And them in government. This is the country we're talking about. So Wall Street, you know why you watching that? You see when a child say they need something, I am 100% with it. You see big people who don't want to do for them, and not to say you're sending them to work, you know. You're sending them just to be a body, to be a number in something to show that this government is the worst in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. And your body there would have been a support for the ones like me and you and Uncle Tommy, who in America, who in Canada, who in all over the world, who couldn't be there, but we may still help that same person because we just communicate. Didn't. And I ain't talking about KFC. I don't want nobody to take no thing and feel like okay, KFC have your own personal business going on. He dealing with his family. So I don't want nobody to feel my contribution going to him. I understand, right? KFC had this thing going on. Family come first. No matter what you do, family come first. But I'm talking about the people who just dare sit down in the living room, not even making an attempt to go out there and be a body to support something for them own self. So Wall Street, cheering for me going forward. You see big people in Trinidad and Tobago, I don't believe they're poor and I don't believe they're suffering. I believe that is a rumor. Because these people, if they really was suffering, they would have been like when them African over rally and thing going on, or you see when them Nigerians and them Ghanaians come out and say the government ain't doing, and Haiti and them place when they come out and in the hundreds of thousands, that's what they're supposed to start happening. Because with all what we talk about in the last 9 years, what should we talking about 2 years ago? We talking about 9 years of oppression, and people still thinking it's okay. They still say no home in a comfort zone, thinking it's okay, scratching their leg and thinking it's okay. They deserve that. So me going forward is children. Children need, I will support. No big people who don't want to support themselves and be a body. What do you want me to do? Take a plane from America and go to Trinidad to go to a rally in Savannah and leave after? Let me get real, man, people. These people have to get up. Even on these shows, Wall Street, your show should be 20. At least 3,000 should be watching your show. Because I know 3,000 is a pinch in the sand and poverty in Trinidad and Tobago. It's a pinch. You don't want to do nothing. When I tell them watch Wall Street and Uncle Tommy show, they'll be like, me and time with that, they go and listen to Zest music and lime on. No, Wall Street, I don't have time with them. They don't want to fight for themselves. I's a fighter. Because as if I was there, I would not be me alone. I would not be coming with a whole car full of a bus full. If you had to walk, we had to walk from Mova Junction. I would have lined up a rally to walk from Mova Junction to meet the bunch in Savannah. That is the kind of thing I'm supposed to be seeing after 9 years of oppression. These people joking. They're really joking Wall Street. And I tell you that from my heart. I would have people meeting solo harmonized Spaniard, Mova Junction. If you're from Mova, if you're from Vegas, if you're from Monterey, wherever you're from, we're meeting at Mova Junction, harmonized Spaniard, and we walking from Mova Junction down Lavanti, down the main road. I don't want to join me. We're going to the Savannah because the PNM is the worst and the PNM must come. We can't take Rowley no more. We want election call one time. That's the kind of thing should be happening after 9 years. That's what we're supposed to be hearing. We babysitting big people. And that's what I'm talking about. I give up on them, boy. We babysitting big people.
Can't give up. You can't give up. You can't give up.
What? Tony, have a good night.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, he's feeling it. But yeah, you can't give up. You can't give up. Yeah. You just have to keep trying to inspire them.
Yeah. We can't give up. Tommy, Rock Action says, Ansem, I have never been a consultant for PNM. I have supported them and as a member of the party only. I have never held a job or position because of PNM. I am a political consultant in the USA only. All right, Rock clarified the whole thing for me.
Yeah, I think he said that before.
Yeah, but he spelled it out now. Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but
Rock,
he
Rock
asked
asked,
the question earlier. What do you think of that?
what do I think about? What do I think
You
about
think
election?
when?
We have this question.
Yeah,
I want.
he asked, when do you think election will be called? Would it be called early, or would it?
I mean, the night or editorial here saying that Prime Minister Rowley was not going to call election.
Yeah, you did. You did. You certainly did.
Let me
And
see
I
if I
believe that to be a fact.
so I mean, let me see if I find that. I want to find that because people just think that we just talk. We just talk. Let me see that. Let me see that. Rowley on crime and education, Wall Street. I want to play that for you. KFC, your phone breaking up. Bad. Hello?
Yeah, when I start watch
Yeah,
it.
your phone does be breaking up bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I using data now, boy.
Okay.
Mr. Watch it, you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Right. I tell you what, all that scene running there. Right? You have to pay $100 to register, right?
Yeah.
To be a member.
Right.
And you have to pay $100, $200 you have to pay in all. So you have to pay $100 for Christmas with shares and hamper and all them kind of things in there. And that's what I did Saturday. All those members, they pay $200 to see if they could win a TV, a fridge, a stove, a microwave, or like a raffle. You put it in a bucket. You hear me now?
Yeah, we let you know. Go ahead.
Yeah, you put them in a bucket and you pull up your name. You get it. Not everybody they win something there, you know. And plus, too, nobody Christmas wishes now. But it's the community center excellent. All those members, you have to pay $300.
What? You serious? So it's $500 by the time you finish?
Yeah, I'm taking from the poor.
No.
That's such a smart thing going on there.
Yeah.
I went down there, I pay my $200. I go, you try to 5 times in a paper, put it in the drawer thing in there. When I see all that back, and I come out of that building, I tell me, you come out of here and watch that scene there, I see people fainting, who crying, this and that, who cussing and getting all kind of thing in there.
So you dropped $200 just so.
Yeah, and this and that.
KFC, so
I thought that's smart thing with them there, like.
So you
So
drop
I see the wife gonna be the foolish, you know.
So you dropped 2 blue notes just so?
Yeah, I dropped 2 blue notes. My thing in there, I register, you know.
Okay.
I register, but register, which register? Me pay to register. She approved me now, right?
Or she approve you?
So when I take yeah, I in the group now. So the thing, all right. That when that draw they have to come in, all members have to come in, and $200 to register to see if we could win a TV, a hamper, a stove, a waka, a microwave, anything.
Did you get?
And some, but majority about come on, people getting there about you about 10 people. What people want to start pointing down there? Who crying to see people with babies down there fanning and all kind of thing. And real embarrassment thing, but what should I look to still, but we're sorry in this country right now. I go on, but
yeah, man.
The gullibility is much. People very gullible.
So me hear that?
Yeah.
That is exploitation, man.
Yeah.
Sorry. I started off first with that, and I'm sticking to that. Unless somebody show me otherwise. You can't exploit poor people, so.
Well, obviously she was able to, because if KFC lose 200, just like that.
Man. That's sad, man.
How many others did like KFC? Hundreds?
Oh boy. What is this here?
Why Prime Minister Rowley?
I'm looking for that thing I had in
You're
here.
giving away 10 appliances and you have hundreds of people.
Tommy, that just shows you, that talks about the condition that Trinidad and Tobago is in currently. That's what it tells you, man. Yeah, Mr. Florida. I don't know what to say, man. Mr. Florida,
Hello?
welcome.
Hey, good night again, Mr. Answer, Mr. Tommy, and to everybody. You see, there's the same thing I'm saying. You take the people culture of dependency and you exploit them.
Yeah.
And this is the culture we have to get out of Trinidad, the dependency syndrome. The government had to help you. I ain't talking about the government. The government have to help them, but I'm talking about the dependency. You cannot sit down and expect things to happen, right? You going into a situation there to win something as a member, 10 items, hundreds and thousands of people, but you still had to pay $500, and they ain't sure to get nothing. And people rather do that, take a chance in that, than to come out in the savannah and let their voices be heard. So you had to ask yourself a question now. Analyze that now, Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tommy. People rather don't go in the savannah and stand up for the rights for the future of the children and to have a better life than to spend $500 for a chance to win a prize. Look on lips to Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tommy.
All right, here it is.
As Trinidad and Tobago approaches its scheduled election year in 2025, speculation abounds regarding the intentions of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley. Despite some voices advocating for an early election, here are 10 reasons why Dr. Rowley is unlikely to deviate from the established timeline. 1. Stability amidst uncertainty. Dr. Rowley may prioritize political stability during a period of global uncertainty, including economic challenges. Holding the election as scheduled can provide a sense of continuity and assurance to the populace. 2. Fulfillment of mandate. With an election scheduled in 2025, Dr. Rowley may aim to fulfill his government's mandate and deliver on promises made to the electorate without the distraction of premature political maneuvers. 3. Policy implementation. The Prime Minister may see the remainder of his term as an opportunity to implement key policies and initiatives, demonstrating his administration's effectiveness and commitment to governance. 4. Economic recovery. Given the economic impacts of the pandemic, Dr. Rowley might prioritize steering the country towards recovery before facing the electorate. An early election could divert attention from crucial economic measures. 5. Party preparation. Dr. Rowley's party may require more time to prepare for an election, including candidate selection, campaign organization, and policy development. Rushing into an early election could undermine these crucial aspects. 6. Social cohesion and unity. Dr. Rowley may prioritize maintaining social cohesion and unity within Trinidad and Tobago, recognizing that an early election could potentially exacerbate divisions within society. Holding the election as scheduled allows for continued focus on national unity and collective progress. 7. Maintaining advantage. The ruling party might perceive itself to have an advantage by waiting until the scheduled election year, allowing more time to consolidate support, address any potential challenges, and strategize effectively. 8. International relations. Dr. Rowley may consider the implications of an early election on Trinidad and Tobago's international standing and relationships. Stability and adherence to democratic norms could be prioritized. 9. Legal and constitutional considerations. Adhering to the established election timeline ensures compliance with legal and constitutional frameworks, reinforcing the rule of law and institutional integrity. 10. Public opinion and trust. Prematurely calling an election could be perceived as opportunistic or self-serving. Dr. Rowley might prioritize maintaining public trust and demonstrating a commitment to democratic processes by respecting the established electoral timeline. In conclusion, while speculation may abound, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley's decision not to call an early election in Trinidad and Tobago is likely informed by a multitude of factors, including stability, policy objectives, and democratic principles. As the country navigates its path forward, adherence to established timelines and processes can contribute to a sense of continuity and legitimacy in governance.
Yep,
We did,
there it is.
we did that a while ago, long time ago. You see? So, I mean, Tommy, take a listen to this.
P&M preparing for elections.
Elections coming up. We need some votes. Let me hear all the ideas. What we could do. I was thinking something along the lines of probably fixing the roads. Again, boy? We go call them, how much times we fix the road? You don't think they're getting fed up with that? Right. They must catch on sometime, you know. Give me something else now. Reducing the price of flour. Yeah, of course he'd mentioned food. First off, we just raised the price of flour. Strictly to write off the tax that we used to buy the roti. And you want us to drop the price? How will them just get on so with me, boy? You just want more doubles. Your fat self. You fat too. Both are the real fat, actually. Why you just let them talk to me like that? Stuart, help me out here now. I was thinking maybe we could probably implement national Wi-Fi. So like Wi-Fi for the entire country. That might be good. That's actually a really good plan. You really think Digicel and B-Mobile could handle that? Maybe Starlink? Wi-Fi for the whole country, that's something stupid. Why did just bring here, boy? Honestly, why did just bring here? I not even getting proper Wi-Fi inside here and it's just the four of us. He writes, Digicel and B-Mobile can't really do anything like that. Like we could have this meeting with just the three of us. Or you could create a comprehensive and economic development plan that would represent a strategic and holistic approach to address the dual challenges of crime and unemployment in Trinidad and Tobago by diversifying the economy, investing in infrastructure, promoting education, fostering entrepreneurship, or implementing targeted social interventions, which would be good for the nation of Trinidad and Tobago. At least he can make it. What's your position, sir? No one, no I.
Let's fix the roads, right?
Oh God, Chini, right? Chini is the best, you know. Folks, folks, put your closing comments in the chat and your closing voice notes. Robert says, like they told Patty and God not to call today. Sometimes they just ring the phone and tell them, watch yourself, you know. It have people to tell Tommy, if all you go on that Wall Street program, if all you paying them money to go on Wall Street program, all you go suffer the consequences of your actions. You know that, Tommy?
You kidding?
No, serious. All over the world. Hear this one. All over the world, people depend on the government. What does he mean by that, Tommy?
You put them there for a reason.
Sometimes I just wonder about PNM Fox intelligence sometime, you know. Seriously, man. I can't but wonder, man. Let's see if I have any other votes. Not here. I think I have one here. Let's see this one.
Good night, Mr. Washi. Good night, Uncle Tommy. You had to pay $100 to register. And I had to pay $100 to get Christmas wishes and Christmas hamper and thing. And that thing we shared this Saturday, people paid $200 to see if they could win a TV, a stove, a fridge, a waka, a microwave. It's like a raffle, Mr. Wall Street. And the Christmas wishes though, you said that thing now, you have to pay $300 to keep us something sent excellent. I said that smartness going on there by robbers and thieves. Wash it, the poor really have to stay poor, the wise to live for the foolish, you know. That's what going on there. I look to understand.
Over the break.
Folks, we'll be
Over
right
the
back.
hour.
Okay, we'll be right back. Stick on stage. In the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh. We'll be right back after this short break.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Tommy, when I heard about that, Tommy, I didn't like it. And she does a lot of other good things in the community, you know.
But that was that was underhanded though.
Yeah, that was a little below the belt.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
I don't think you could depend on people's vulnerability.
Wow.
In order for them to join your political party. I don't think that was a good stroke on her behalf. That wasn't a good public relations stunt. That to me is a PR disaster, if you ask me.
Yes.
Yeah,
But it just shows how vulnerable and how gullible the people are.
But that's exactly correct. You know? And when we say poor people suffering, where them not say about poor people, you know, poor people suffering in this country. I know poor people suffering. Okay.
Hmm.
All right, let me get my closing comment. Which one of these am I gonna do now? Let me see. Not that one there. Hold on, man.
Today is Monday, Father, December 9th. As this new week begins, I place my life, my plans, my thoughts, and my goals in your hands. My heart overflows with gratitude for the opportunity to start again, for your faithfulness that sustains me, and for your love that never fails. May every step I take today be guided by your light, filled with your peace, and blessed by your wisdom. I thank you for allowing me to begin another week. I also thank you for everything I experienced this past weekend, for the blessings, the lessons, and the rest you provided. Everything that went right was by your permission, and I am grateful for your constant presence in my life. I ask that you guide me with wisdom in all my decisions, and that the challenges I encounter be opportunities to grow and learn more in you. May I live with purpose and confidence, knowing that your hand is upon me every moment. I place my family, my work, and all my plans in your hands. May you protect us all, guiding us on the path of peace and prosperity. Grant me strength to face any difficulty with faith, courage, and serenity. In Jesus' name, amen. God.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall, so that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
The most important, obvious realities are often the ones that are hardest to see and talk about. The most obvious, important realities are often the ones that are hardest to see and talk about. Like I always say, you, that man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, when you look in that mirror, if you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Stay strong. Stay focused. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Till then, good night.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Okay, let me see. Mr. Intellectual, closing comment. Setting goals are important. Achieving them makes it what makes the difference.
Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, have a blessed night until tomorrow meet again. Pastor, go to boy to the body suffering here. Terrible suffering here. Peacefully, silently. And Mr. Washington, the scripture, the rest. To see if I can wear a hamper of a Christmas wish. Not me. Mr. Washington, have a blessed night until tomorrow meet again. Love and respect.
PNM Fox closing comment. She was deputy political leader of your Transformational Leaders Party. In addition, anything other than PNM is chaos and confusion. That is Fox, PNM Fox closing comment. Rock Actual says, a wise person once says, if you feed a man a fish in this hour, you'll be feeding him for a day. But if you teach him how to fish, you will feed him forever. Rock, the party you support not teaching people to fish. They're teaching people how to depend on the people who catch the fish. Hey, Rock? I know, I think Rock know about that one. Folks, we're out of here. We see you tomorrow. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Tell me where you want to go to tonight. All right.
Help! Somebody help me! I'm looking for Jacka. Boy, I tired go wrong the country now. I don't know what to do again. Looking to buy a donkey to sell coconut in town. Can't afford to buy a pickup to tote me nuts around. So I gone up in the country looking for jackals to buy. But everybody I check, they keep on telling me. They say up here do a donkey, parliament a plenty. Up here do a donkey, parliament a plenty. If you want to see real donkey, parliament a plenty. If you want to find real donkey, parliament a plenty. Donkey for sewing day, donkey for sewing day, donkey for sewing day, donkey for sewing day, donkey with PhD, doctorate law degree, donkey that dance for so, don't know from head to toe. Looking for a donkey, you want to find real donkey, fat donkey, maga donkey. Any kind you could get it. Whoa, you know that? I went down south in Rancho and also Lopino. Fight of Mondo Nevo and Brasso Seco. They say it have a old man, he bound to have a few. But when I check the old man, he an all trained too. He say up here do a donkey, parliament a plenty. Up here do a donkey, parliament a plenty. If you want to see real donkey, parliament a plenty. If you want to find real donkey, Donkey for sowing day. Donkey for sowing day. Donkey for sowing day. Donkey for sowing day. Donkey with weave and rats. Even bald head jackass. Donkey that's straight and gay. Donkey that gold and grey. Looking for a donkey. You're looking for a donkey. Oh, he, oh, she. She can't no shiny donkey. I know what black donkey, grey donkey. What you telling me about? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wonder if I rain happen. They said that donkey looking like Saddam. And some looking like Madam. Long time had plenty donkey all over the country. You coulda buy 2 or 3, easy. But since it have a shortage of jackass, so they say, just wait until election when they come out to pray. Up here do a donkey, parliament a plenty. Up here do a donkey, parliament a plenty. If you're looking for a donkey, parliament a plenty. If you want to see real donkey, parliament a plenty. Donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day. Donkey in suit and tie, who love the mama guy. Drunk and corrupt donkey, that like to lie plenty. Looking for a donkey. So you want to find real donkey in right road. Oh boy, you have to have national pride. Up in the red house now. They want back up there. I never go up there before. Boy, ask people now. Looking for a donkey. You up and down the country. I feel like go check out my partner Ronnie, you know. The old donkey man, he must know it. Where I could get some. Because they looking to send me in prison or something, you know.